What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are going to be doing something a little bit different. Right now we're at North Star Collision with my brother Mark. He's actually going to be painting my Mustang today, but right now we are going to be doing a little bit of a side job. So we're basically going to trade a little bit of work. He's going to paint my Mustang and I'm actually going to help him rebuild this truck sitting right in front of me. But before we get started on that truck, I got to show you guys something pretty cool. Check out this 67, what year is this? 67 Mustang? So Mark has been rebuilding this Mustang for the past couple of months. Yeah, probably years, right? Nah, these classic cars, man.
Nah, yeah, it's 1 year in total. But the entire build is on my channel at motorhead.co. I mean, we stripped this thing completely down, straight in the body. If you look, we found a parts car, and it's got a brand new interior.
If you guys remember, last time we came here, we were painting the BMW M2. This thing was just painted, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Ben, come here. Check this out. Let me show you how a classic car's door should close.
Hey, mine closes just like that. I got Nissan Sentra door latches on mine, so.
This thing's got full undercoat, everything, all new suspension.
I gotta say, guys, this is the proper way to build a classic Mustang.
Take notes, vTuned.
You know, everybody's gonna give me shade in the comments for not building mine like this. But at the end of the day, this is gonna be just your standard Mustang. You know, I was trying to do something completely different, something crazy. I mean, this is awesome and all, but we're talking, you know, it's kind of like a factory car.
It's not a unicorn.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's going to be a sweet car, you know, just to take out on the weekends and stuff like that. And then check out his E30. His freaking dream car is coming together.
Yeah, so this thing was a bare metal restoration. And 2 months, we were able to strip it to bare metal and throw a full paint job on it. We straightened the entire car completely. I swapped a different engine into it. And right now, it's currently getting wired up. So,
yeah,
should be done pretty soon. I had a fake one, if you guys know, from my channel, and then I ended up buying this real one, so I wanted to make it perfect, and we just put a lot of work into it, and it's getting there, man. We got 3-piece wheels, the Brembo, just a whole bunch of little goodies, and a lot of money, but it's going to be
pretty good. It reminds me of my E30 that I used to have. that thing didn't have a really good life, but man, this thing looks incredible. It is really dusty, but the paint job is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's got that sick. Oh, so this car has the Sickens clear, and your car is gonna have the Sickens clear, and you're gonna see that it holds its shine. Like, this car looks super shiny.
Oh yeah, even when it's dusty, it's shiny.
Yeah, so the clear is really nice, and it holds a very nice shine.
Who started buffing it right here?
Yeah, I'm cutting and buffing the whole car. Even though the paint job was nice, I want this thing to be like absolutely
well, yeah, I mean, no paint job is going to be 100% perfect until you cut and buff it. So here's the truck we're going to be working on today. This is a 2022 or 21?
22, I think.
Yeah, it's a 22 Ram 3500 Limited. This thing is an absolute beast of a truck. But as you can see, it does have some pretty serious frame damage right here on the side, which I think we're going to be able to knock out pretty quick. I mean, it's basically we're going to trade this job for that job because I'm not too good at painting, but I am really good at body work and frame work and stuff like that.
This thing was smashed. I actually had to swap all of the guts of the axle into a new axle housing. So we got it on its wheels, got it inside here, and now we're ready to tear it down and start working on it.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and tear down this entire front end. Should be pretty simple. Pop the bumper off, pop the grill off, take the fender off, and see exactly how bad the damage is underneath, because it doesn't look too bad right now, but obviously once you tear everything down, you will find some more damage underneath. So let's get straight to it and let's get this sucker stripped down. So check it out, we got the entire truck all stripped down. We also went ahead and started fixing one of these brackets right here. At first we were thinking we're gonna have to replace this entire apron, but it turns out there's not much damage on this apron. There is a little bit of framework though. We did measure the aprons with the tram gauge, and it turns out the whole front end of this truck is shifted a little bit over, which is understandable because it got hit right here and then it kind of got hit right here. So usually it just pushes it over. We're about to put it on the frame machine and get that all pulled out. But it's looking good so far. We also stripped down the doors and got these suckers ready for body work. As you can see right here, there was a little bit of a dent right there. So we just stripped everything down. And then while I was doing this side, Mark was actually taking apart the passenger side over here, and he had to strip down both doors, front and rear, because there's a little bit more damage on here. But what we're gonna do right now is actually go ahead and put this truck on the frame machine and get this apron pulled over so we can start test fitting all the new parts. We need to put the hood on, the fender, the bumper, and the headlight, and basically put everything together and see how everything lines up. So let's get this thing on the frame machine. So we got the truck on the frame machine, and man, I gotta say, this frame machine's a little small for this truck, but we are doing a small pull over here. So basically we're gonna put this tower sitting right here.
Man, this machine's nice.
Machine's kind of small. Yeah, it will do the job. I don't know about these towers.
These towers are definitely more than average, bro.
I heard these things would just bend. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Maybe throw one strap over here.
Thinking, yeah, I'll at least strap it. Where should I strap it though? I was thinking to this thing right here. Hole in the frame right here.
Yeah, you could just strap it to that right there. Put one strap there. I mean, it's gonna be a super slight pull. Really, what we're trying to do is just pull this apron back into place. It's not smashed. That's what's cool about working on these cars that are not totaled. You don't have to like do so much frame work. There's really just a little bit of body work here, a little bit of body work there, and it's good to go. But he's gonna go ahead and strap this down, and we're gonna get it pulled out. That should work right there. I can't show them all of our tricks, Larry. So we got all the framework done on the truck. Now it's time to go ahead and work on all of the body work. There's not much body work to do. There's a little bit of a dent right here on the driver's side. We also have a little bit of damage on the apron. We'll pull all that out and get it back to OEM spec. Same thing with the passenger side, a little bit of body damage. Nothing too crazy. As you can see, it kind of just side swiped it through there. And we will just pull everything out with the Maxi dent system. Mark also has one of these bad boys. And we're gonna go ahead and get all this body work knocked out and get it done. So check it out, we got all the body work done on the truck. I gotta say, everything turned out really good. Mark went ahead and knocked out this little area right here, and I went ahead and knocked out the body work over here, and then I helped him do some of the body work on the passenger side. Everything turned out pretty good. I mean, we knocked it out pretty freaking quick. Takes a pretty good toll on you. But now what we're gonna do is go ahead and drop the hood on there and the fender, and then we can get it ready for some painting. So check it out, we got the hood and the fender all lined up on the truck, and as you can see, the hood is already painted, which this is how they do it here at this production shop. You know, sometimes they'll paint stuff before it even goes on the truck, which is pretty cool, right?
Well, the reason is because he's not going to be able to reach up here and hit it, so it being black, it's not really too big of a deal. So that's
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Mark knocked out that little frame piece. I did a lot of body work on this side. Did a little bit of body work on that side. So this is basically what happens in a day here at this production shop. And we did the framework on this thing. We got everything straightened out. We fixed all the body damage. Now Don is gonna come in here and he is gonna sand it and paint it, which he is a painter, which is pretty cool since that you don't really have to do everything.
Well, yeah, because by the time you get to this point, you're tired of looking at it. So it's nice to send it to Don and forget about it for a couple of days.
Yeah, and then once it's done, you just put it all together and you get your final finished product. And this is pretty cool. This is not a total truck, you know. Like you see, like the cars that we buy, usually they're all smashed. They have all airbags blown. This truck has no airbags blown.
Yeah.
It just had some suspension damage, which Mark already replaced the axle, and then a little bit of body damage. But as you guys can see, we didn't replace. We didn't have to cut or weld anything.
Yeah, and the interesting is as many cars I fixed here, I've almost never replaced an airbag. You know, when the airbags go, insurance requires dealer airbags, and from the dealer, they're always super expensive, and most of the time they total the cars out.
Yeah,
that's
that
why
makes
a lot
sense.
of airbag cars are on the auction, even if they're not hit too hard.
And then every now and then you'll find a car that has no airbags blown, but usually it's smashed or something like that. But yeah, everything looks good. Now we're gonna get back to work on my Mustang. So guys, it's a couple days later here at the shop. The Mustang was painted and Mark went ahead and started doing a little bit of buffing because there was a little bit of trash in the paint, but that's all good. They're almost done buffing the entire car out. It does look really good out here in the sun. It's just gonna need a little bit more polishing, buffing. And as you guys know, I hate doing that kind of stuff, so Mark's knocking that out. But while that's happening right there, they went ahead and painted this truck right here. I was actually moving from apartment to apartment, so I wasn't really here for the painting process of this Dodge Ram, but I'll throw a little bit of clips in here. Turned out really good. Check this out. All the body work that I did looks really good. Same thing over here with Mark's side. And this thing is pretty much ready to go back together. All we have to do is throw this side together, put the door handles in, put everything back together, and it should be good to go. So let's get straight to it. Let's go ahead and reassemble my side. While I'm doing this side, Mark will be reassembling the other side. So check it out, we got the entire truck all back together, and I gotta say this thing turned out phenomenal. I mean, the paintwork looks good. Everything where we put it all together looks really good, especially all the spots where we did all the body work. And I gotta say, it was actually pretty fun working here in a production shop. You know, these guys do a lot of cars. This is where Mark works. You know, they got that car right there. You got my Mustang. They're actually doing a full buff and polish on it. So we basically rebuilt this entire truck while my Mustang was getting painted, which is pretty funny, but we were only working on that car after hours. But yeah, there's a lot of cars here. You know, they do a lot of work. You can see there's parts everywhere. But yeah, I'm really just not used to doing this. It kind of reminds me of working back at my dad's shop a couple years ago, which I haven't really done a lot of cars at once in quite some time. But I mean, it's pretty cool. You know, you have somebody ordering the parts, you have somebody painting it, you know, you have somebody doing the body work, which makes things a whole lot easier. It's definitely a little bit more complicated whenever you're a one-man show and you do everything from like body work to framework to ordering parts to sourcing stuff. Definitely takes a lot more time. But working over here, you know, it's definitely interesting. I definitely wouldn't want to work in a production shop. We basically traded work. I helped him fix this truck and he painted my entire car and buffed it out, which I think it's a fair deal because I mean, I didn't really have to invest any money into this. Basically just helped them put it together, helped them do all the body work, and it turned out super nice. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. Definitely check out Motorhead Garage. That's my brother's channel. I'll link it down below. Does some pretty cool stuff on there. He actually has a video of painting my Mustang. But anyways, if y'all enjoyed today's quick little rebuild, definitely hit that sub button. Also follow us on Instagram at vTuned. Thanks for watching.